It's happened. The chairman wants to see me at the close of business tonight.
Tonight? Well, I'm going to come with you. And jolly well give your chairman a piece of my mind.
That would only make matters worse. We might as well face it. In just a few hours, I will have joined the ranks of the unemployed.
Oh, George, are you quite sure?
Quite sure. So I think we better make some plans. I'm afraid the time has come.
Do you mean your mother's vase? Won't you miss it terribly?
Needs must, my dear. We always said we were saving it for a rainy day, and tomorrow it looks set to pour.
George, do be careful. George! Oh. Mum, I'm so sorry. I tried so hard not to break it. Let's go to the kitchen, shall we? You had better sit down.
Mrs. Brill, is that dinner cooking?
Don't you stop! I've opened all the windows!
I was only going to say that it smells delicious.
Huh? The whole world has gone upside down!
Well, I never. So that's where I put them.
What are they?
Stars. Gingerbread stars I hid once from my nanny. I always knew I put them somewhere no one would find them. Trouble was I couldn't find them either.
They're very bright.
Aren't they? Even after all this time.
Here, let me give you a hand.
I used to dream that when I grew up, I'd learn everything there was to know about the stars. Funny. I haven't thought about all that in years. I'm not usually sentimental.
It's good to look back sometimes.
Is it? I'm not so sure. A man has dreams of walking with giants to carve his niche in the edifice of time. Before the mortar of his zeal has the chance to congeal, the cup is dashed from his lips. The flame is snuffed to boiling. He's brought to rack and ruin in his prime.
Life's a rum go, Governor, and that's the truth.
You know what I think? It's Mary Poppins. From the moment she stepped into the house, things began to happen to me. My world was calm, well-ordered, exemplary. Then came this person with chaos in her wake. And now my life's ambitions go with one fell blow. It's quite a bitter pill to take. It is that Poppins woman. She's responsible for all of this.
I know the very person. What's that thing she's always saying? A spoonful of sugar, that is all it takes. It changes bread and water into tea and cakes. A spoonful of sugar goes a long, long way. So have yourself a healthy helping every day.
A healthy helping of trouble, if you ask me.
It's like you say, Governor. You've got to grind at that grindstone. Though childhood slips like sand through a sieve. And all too soon they've up and grown. And then they've flown. And it's too late for you to give just that spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down. The medicine go down. Medicine go down. Well, good luck, Governor.
Thank you, Bert. And good luck to you too.
Father?
What is it?
Will you come say goodnight?
Ah, yes. Good night.
Daddy, do you remember when we came to the bank?
Yes.
Well, we were each given a sixpence and told to spend them carefully.
That's excellent advice. That's exactly what you should do. What did you buy with them?
Nothing yet. We've kept them. And now we've decided to give them to you.
I suppose Mary Poppins put you up to this.
No, she hasn't said a word about it. But we know it's been difficult for you lately, and we haven't really been much help.
So we thought a bit of extra cash might loosen things up a little.
It is a whole shilling.
Thank you.
Good night, Daddy. We do love you, you know.
Jane, do you remember you once asked me who Neely's father was?
Yes?
It was Poseidon, king of the sea. Good night.
Mummy, Daddy's really worried, isn't he?
Yes, he is. But always remember, he loves you very much, and that is far more important than jobs, or houses, or anything else.
Aren't you going to the bank with him?
I wish I could, but he won't let me. If only there was someone to speak up for him, to take his part, to show them what he's really like inside.
Why can't he do that for himself?
Because he's a man. And a very proud one.
Then you must go.
I'd like to go, but I'm afraid it just isn't possible.
Why?
Because I am a woman.
Mary Poppins says anything is possible if we can only get out of our own way.
Do you really believe that, Mary Poppins?
Anything can happen if you let it. Sometimes things are difficult, but you can bet it doesn't have to be so.
Changes can be made. You can move a mountain if you use a larger spade.
Anything can happen, it's a marvel.
You can be a butterfly or just a larval. Stretch your mind beyond fantastic. Dreams are made of strong elastic.
Take some sound advice and don't forget it.
Anything can happen if you let it.
I wonder. Anything can happen if you let it. You don't know a challenge until you've met it.
No one does it for you.
No one but yourself. Vacillating violets get left up on the shelf. Anything can happen, just imagine.
That should be my epitaph. I wear the badge in honor of this world's free thinkers.
Those who see beyond their blinkers.
Jelly isn't jelly till you set it. Anything can happen if you let it.
If you reach for the stars, all you get are the stars. But we've found a whole new spin. If you reach for the heavens, you get the stars thrown in.
I would take it as a great favor if you would kindly feed them for me.
Poppins, Poppins, Poppins are back.
Precision and order, paying one's debts, risking our investments, hedging our bets.
Mr. Banks is here.
Come in, Banks.
Trading in futures,
Jaws on the line. Well, Banks, how did it happen? You turned out a scheme that was bound to make millions. Then we want to know why.
Then, I'll tell you. I refused Mr. Von Hustler because his scheme was hollow. It had no product, it had no substance, it had no meaning outside the walls of a bank. Oh yes, he told me about assets and profits and growth, but there wasn't a word about people. I know that if a man puts any value on real life, then as far as you're concerned, he's a washout. But I'm afraid I do value it, gentlemen. In short, George Banks Esquire has rediscovered the human race. I apologize for ruining the bank, but I do not apologize for understanding that there are more important things in life than making money.
Ruining the bank? Ruining the bank? Ruining the bank? My dear chap, what are you talking about? You saved our bacon. Haven't you heard? Von Hustler's scheme has ruined our rival. You've kept us out of the nastiest scandal since records began. We don't want your apologies. We're offering ours.
Oh my word!
And another thing. Do you remember giving a loan to a fellow called Northbrook? Well, he's repaying it and opening 2 new factories. With the percentage you negotiated, we look set to make a fortune.
Oh my word!
Well, that's just it. We very much hope you might tell us how you did it. Just give us the word. It'll be quite safe with us.
Give you the word.
Yes.
Give you the word?
Yes.
I'll give you the word, alright? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious! Even though the sound that makes it something quite atrocious. And you say a lot of supercalifragilisticexpialidocious! Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious! Sir! Thank you, sir! Thank you! Thank you, sir!
forgive him! It's not his fault! It's all because of his nanny, Miss Andrew.
The only girl! She taught me everything I know.
Then now's your chance to forget it.
That's right. And if you want to fight about it, then you've come to the right woman.
It's all right, darling. It's all right. I haven't lost money at all. I've made the bank a fortune.
Really?
Well done. Gentlemen, madam, if you please, we still have some business to conduct. Well, Banks, George, by way of recompense, we'd like to offer you the job of senior manager with a salary at double your present rate.
Exactly how much has he made for you?
Triple your... Quadruple your present rate.
Close your mouth, George. We are not a codfish.
Well?
I accept, but you must understand one thing. From now on, my family comes first.
Agreed?
Agreed.
Well, it's settled. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Madam.
How can you forgive me?
How can you ask?
It was selfish of me to keep you off the stage. You'll want to go back, and I won't mind if you do.
No, I loved it, but I've found a role I rather prefer, and it's going to keep me extremely busy for a very long time.
Anything can happen, raise the curtain. Things you thought impossible will soon seem certain. Though at first it may sound clownish, see our world more upside downish. Turn it on its head, then pirouette it.
Anything can happen if you let it.